Hi, my name's Graham Large. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm continuing a series of fictional short stories, each one featuring somebody who was healed by Jesus. And today's story is the man who was healed at Bethesda Pool. Now, Bethesda Pool is an interesting location because many centuries people said there was no such place as Bethesda Pool, until in the 19th century, during excavations in Jerusalem, they found the site that they believed was Bethesda Pool. And in 2005, experts said yes, it was indeed Bethesda Pool. It was a rather grand location because it had Roman colonnades, a beautiful pool, and steps leading down to the water. And people believe that when the water stirred, an angel was stirring the water, and if you were the first person into the water, you would be healed. So here is his story from his point of view. I've been coming here now for 38 years. 38 years laying on these steps amongst the other sick, the paralysed, the blind and the lame, just waiting for that water to stir, waiting for the bubbles to start. I've seen the sign thousands of times. In 38 years, I've come here nearly 13,500 times, so I know the signs. I know it starts with a little bubble in the middle of the pool, as if a fish is coming up to eat an insect. And then there's a gradual stirring in the water until there's a more vigorous stirring when the angel is there. And if you're the first person to jump into that pool, you will be healed. This place is normally packed, but it's even more so during temple feasts like Passover. People come here on their way to the temple, quite often for a bit of entertainment. I've heard people put bets on who's going to be the first person into the water. And then you get out-of-towners who push us regulars out of the way so they can be right by the side of the pool to jump in and get their healing. I doubt if many of them are sick, to be honest. Not like us regulars anyway. Now, a lot of regulars don't come down here during the feasts. But I daren't miss a day. I daren't miss my chance of healing. So I come down each day. And I'm laid here contemplating human selfishness. And I'm wondering, why has this become a spectator sport? Why have we become a dog-eat-dog society, where if you can kick somebody down, you'll do it to get whatever you want? I've even been considering my own family's reason for bringing me down here. Is it so they have their own righteousness rather than doing something for me? Anyway, I was laid here contemplating when a voice from behind me said, "Do you want to be made well?" I couldn't believe it. These out-of-towners, they don't miss a chance, do they, to rub salt into the wounds. But as I looked round, I realised there was something different about this man. When he asked me, "Do you want to be made well?" I thought, of course I do. But when I saw him and I saw the compassion in his eyes, I saw the kindness, and there was a peace that come over me, I told him just what I'd been through, how for 38 years I'd come down to the pool, my family had laid me out by the water, and every time the water stirred, people jumped over me to get into the water. I don't think I'll ever get healed. So Jesus listens to me while I'm saying this. And then he just says, rise, take your bed and walk. This is something I've wanted to do for as long as I can remember. And here was somebody telling me to do it. But I believed that I would be able to do it. So I started getting up a bit gingerly at first, and these legs haven't been used for such a long time, so they were a little bit shaky. But I got up. I stood on these legs that had been useless, and I picked up my bed, and I started walking in the direction of home. And then Jews and Pharisees surrounded me and started saying it's the Sabbath and it isn't allowed to carry your bed on a Sabbath. I told them that the man who had healed me had told me to pick up my bed and walk. I looked around for him, but he had disappeared. And I could tell they were not very happy at all. I told them I had no idea who he was, but on the way home I decided to go to the temple and thank God for my healing. And while I'm there, he came up to me. Jesus came up to me. He said, "See, you have been made well. So sin no more, lest the worst thing comes upon you." I will never sin again. And as I left the temple, I met up with the Jews and the Pharisees again, and I told them it was Jesus that healed me. But now, I wonder if I've done the right thing in telling them that it was Jesus. Thank you for listening to this story today. I hope it's encouraged you to go to the Bible and check out the story for yourself. If you do want to do that, it's in John chapter 5, verses 1 to 15. I hope this story has encouraged you, and I hope when you do go to the Bible, you'll get to know Jesus. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.